Please tell me this guy ain't going home. Yeah, he's staying. Good. Don't get me wrong, yeah. The lights on the BZL are quite cool, you know. The lights are quite cool. You know, it's just I hate what's going on right now with ADL, MCV. Yeah, for some reason, Right Boss ain't stepped into this. I don't know why it's just MCV and ADL, yeah. But they originally had these buses, yeah, rocking in more black. Yeah, why are they all of a sudden removing it? It's nothing to the companies, yeah. It's literally the manufacturers. It's literally the manufacturers that are choosing this, man. They're making the buses more in just a single colour, you know, and removing all the black and that. And you know, it's annoying because the thing is, yeah, the black is what takes your eyes off looking at the thing as just a box. You know, the black helps drift that attention away. You know, the black, you see the lineage of the black going across, you know, certain areas of the bus and that, and it just makes it look more fancy. You know, but when you remove that and you just put it in a single colour like this, man, it just looks boring. You know, and the reason why buses need that black is because, you know, they're honestly speaking, yeah, their designage, like their design shaping and the way they're built, the way buses are built, you know, they need that black, or else they're gonna just look plain. Because like when you see a car, yeah, a car don't need to look, you know, a car don't need like bare colours to make it look good, but a bus does, because buses are just shaped boringly, man. They don't really stand out like that. You know, when you look at them, they're not really an eye-catching thing. You know, even a normal car looks better than your average bus, man, from outside. You know, even a fucking Toyota Yaris looks better than any bus from outside. You know, we need to work on that, man. But yeah, when you remove all that black, yeah, because the black is the only thing we have, you know, because we don't have any fancy shaping on our exterior designs on buses. The black's the only thing keeping it up, and when you remove that, it looks quite shit. It looks pretty shit, you know. So I can see why people don't rate what Metroline's doing as well, you know, because you're just taking down all the character, man, when you do that, you know. But they still look quite neat, like somehow, yeah. This thing, yeah. I think it's because, yeah, with the newer buses of today, all the windows are joined together, yeah. So it still looks a bit more fancier than that stupid thing over there, you know. And I used to be a fan of buses with separate windows, but recently I've switched. You know, I like buses more when the windows are all joined together, because it creates a more smooth design. You know, the design looks a bit more smooth, and you know, it looks a bit more interesting to look at when you see this black background going across all the windows. You know, that way no operator can refurbish the thing and just choose to get rid of the black bits in between each window, like they do with these, look, when they refurbish. Actually no, this SEM batch here, they were new with the windows all separate like that in general, without any black background. Wait, were they? No, I don't think so. You know. I don't think so, no. No, they weren't new like that. But, you know, when you look at an average bus, the shaping's not really that, it's not really that appealing. You know, this is why I can understand why when you record a bus, yeah, people are always going to look at you like, bro, why are you recording that shit, man? Why are you recording that box for? What's so interesting about it? Like, they do have a point, you know. They do have a point. Because buses, like, okay, that city over there, yeah, that is the most interesting looking for its glass staircase than all these other hags. You know, we need more buses with unique like designs that actually stand out a bit like that. All these other things, they look bare boring by the sides. They don't really stand out much. But that city, yeah, we need more of that shit, man. Trust. We need more shit like that done to buses. You know, even that, maybe not even just on the right side, but on the left side too. You make the windows stretch out a bit lower in other places to make it stand out a bit more. Maybe these manufacturers could find a way of doing that to make the buses look a bit more attractive, where they do like unique window styling and all of that. That would actually help out making buses stand out more, you know, rather than just straight windows on each side, boring. You know, it's too linear, man. It's too linear. Like, you don't see no car with just some flat linear windows going across the sides. Like, the windows are either sucked in by like the wall of the car stretching out a bit, and the windows are sucked in a bit inside. Like, the windows are going up a bit towards the back, you know. But buses, they're just straight. You know, we're still yet to see a bus here where, like, you see with cars here, when you look at cars, there's cars that, like, a lot of cars, often you'll find cars here where you'll have things like, okay, when it's going towards the rear's a bit, the design gets a bit like thinner than it is to the front. You won't have no bus like that. You know, the width from the front and the rear is the fucking same on all buses. You know, the shaping's not that. Then again, that's showing you that the shaping on buses isn't really like, it's not really that fancy, man. It could be a lot more fancy. Like, bro, these things are big, you know. Like, a lot more could be done to them to make them stand out. They're big. Come on, first of all, they're big. Use that to the advantage. Make them look a bit more fancy, man. Bro, make the thing look like it's worth people's pennies, fam. Like, I paid for this fucking ride, it better be worth it, you get me? Like, make the thing actually look like it's welcoming. Like, we need a bus here that's got proper curved lights at the front. Like, you see how these MCVs got dotted lights at the front, at the bottom? It would be nice if it was like curved down to the bottom lip of the bus, and then it went up a bit, and then it led onto the side. We need a bus with a design like that one day, where the lights, I'm telling you, yeah, that's actually going to be a long design. If a bus has that one day where the lights lead on from the front to the side to the rear, like they're all joined up, that would actually look leng, you know. Or like, maybe there was a bus where lights were scattered across all the windows, like lights were, you know, smoothly going across the windows on the side. That would be leng too, you know. We need to stop making buses look so straight. Okay, this thing's starting up. It's woken up. If you look closely, yeah, not all the side blinkers are in sync. Oh, he's not leaving yet. Actually, no, he's gone. The usage of the lights at the rear, leng. That is actually leng. It's more shit like that we need with buses, unique idea concepts like that with the designing. That's what's going to make our buses stand out a bit more. If we get more shit like that. Okay, he's coming around the corner.
314 to New Addington. Elton Station, Lasser Road. Elton Church, Wellhall Road. Three 114 to New Addington. Elton High Street, Passy Place. Elton High Street, Pound Place. Southend Crescent, Withens Walk.
For 2 months straight, and they pay. Do you know how much they pay now? 500 and something a month. If she gets paid 13 pounds an hour. How could you pay her 500 and 10 hours a day? 10 hours a day, and they said, oh, we can't.
Holy Trinity Church.
These hours didn't count, and I remember she was crying, and I didn't think it would happen to me. She was crying. She's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I can't pay the bills. I need to pay my own bills. I said, my husband alone is almost £100 for 10. That's what you're saying. I'm so angry.
Hallam's Road.
I can't even argue to go to the room. Left that place. They went
Anchor Drive. Green Lane.
I'll be trying to action like anything. So when I was standing there every day working, when I didn't want to, especially this August, I just didn't want to be in that workplace anymore. I was still there because I said, oh, I need money. If I knew, I would have left in July and not even come back.